Good morning, TikTok. Good morning. It's your boy Puff Dog. Man, I'm gonna start this one off real simple. The title to this video is I don't have a wife, I have a roommate. I'm sure a lot of people out there, men and women, can relate to what I'm about to say. I'm with somebody who we don't have anything in common. We don't talk about anything. The only thing we talk about is things that I talk about, which is work, family, friends, everything. I talk about everything with this person. This person never has anything to talk about other than their kids. If they ain't talking about their kids, they ain't talking about nothing. And I know y'all would be like, well, maybe they ain't got anything to talk about. Yeah, they have stuff to talk about, but they just not gonna talk about it with me. Like prime example, my wife got to fighting at work a couple years ago. I never knew about it. She never said not one word to me about it. Her sister came and said something to me about it. Okay, that's something to talk about. And to this day, I don't know what her issue was on her job. But it seems like people don't tell you things that they don't want you to know because it might be involving a situation or somebody that they don't want you to know about, which is cool. I get it. The thing is, though, I'm not going to continue to live in a house. When I say we don't do anything together, we don't go out because we don't go anywhere. We don't do anything together. All we do is argue. Like now, this person is mad with me. Now, I haven't done anything but decided to sit in my bedroom and watch TV. I sit in the last week. I got sick last weekend. Nobody tried to help me, so I was like, cool. I see what this is. Let me just do me. So I sat in my bedroom, watch TV. That's what I do. But for some reason, that's causing a problem for this individual. Now, when you're sitting around me, you ain't talking about nothing anyway. Most of the time, you're not here. You get up and leave whenever you want to leave. I don't ask you where you're going. I don't ask you when you get back where you've been. I don't do none of that. I feel like if a person wants you to know, they would just tell you. And if they don't tell you, they don't want you to know. But I only have a roommate. I do not have a wife. I ain't had a wife in years. Here's the other thing. Me and my wife lived in the same home for about 10 years. I moved out because I found out we can't live together, and at the same time, I didn't want a roommate. If we only finna live as roommates, then there's no need for me to be there. I don't need nobody splitting bills with me. I'd rather pay the full 100% of the bills for my own happiness and my peace. Okay? So I moved out, lived alone 4 years by myself. We just moved back in 6 months ago, and now I'm back to being a roommate. And then here's the thing. Whenever I say something about, we just should call it quits, now the person get mad. But you mad because, once again, now you selfish. It's all about you. You leaving me in a bind, you doing this. No, I'm not trying to leave you in a bind. I'm just trying to be happy. I'm just trying to move on. But here's the thing. There's only a issue. She's not upset about the fact that we don't talk, the fact that we roommates, none of that. That she cares nothing about that. She has no issue with that. As soon as you say something about moving out, now that's where the issue comes at, because now you messing up something that she has going on. I don't really care about that. I don't have a wife. We don't do anything together. When I say anything, not even sex. We don't even have sex. We have sex once every few months. So, I mean, I'm just sick of it. And I know people be like, well, why did you wait? Why did you move back in with her? Because I thought, that it'll be different. But, sometimes you just try to see what it's going to be. I try to see what it's going to be. It's still the same. Ain't nothing changed. There's nothing that we have for the reason for us to still be living in the same home together. We do not belong in the same home. Matter of fact, at the end of this, I'm going to say this. I want a divorce. We need to be divorced. You go your way. I'm going to go mine. We're not finna keep living like this. And see, the other issue is she's content. This is the reason why she really wants me in the household. She wants me in the household because she has a grown kid that lives in the household with us. And so therefore, she needs me to help her foot half of the bills. That's the reason she don't want me to go anywhere. But I got a rude awakening for you, little lady. I want a divorce. And I want it ASAP. That's Puff Dog out.
I will try to be balanced, you know what I'm saying? And address this how it need to be addressed. But, in marriages, and sometimes in marriages, bro, y'all go through dead seasons. And it is up to both parties, mostly on the man, to try and reconcile or get back to that place where there's a spark in the relationship, okay? So, him coming on the internet and saying all this, bro, this was completely childish. If you really want a divorce, instead of trying to go viral, right? Go up to your wife and tell her that you want a divorce. Right? You can't just come home. You talking about I just go home and go into bed. I haven't had a wife for years. I got a roommate. Well, then change that. Put in the effort to change that. Because all I hear is a whole bunch of complaining. She don't do this for me, and she don't talk to me. If she really want to talk, she'll come to me, bro. Listen, a man asserts himself, right? So assert yourself and get active and go talk to your wife. Why are you on the internet talking to us? Now, like I said, there are times where you are in a relationship and you go through dead seasons, but it's up to both parties, mostly on the man, to try to get back to that place of where that fire is there, okay? That's just being mature. That's just being balanced. That's just having understanding. and you are too old to be coming on the internet talking about what she do and all I do is this, and you know, she don't go out. I mean, that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. She don't go out, or we don't go out. Are you making an effort to go out, fam? Like, is like, what are you saying? Like, are you making an effort to go out? Like, what are you doing? Are you planning dates? Are you, you know, putting in the effort and putting in the time and putting the energy to plan something out? You can't really be saying that this is on the woman to do this, right? Like, I know we're not saying that as grown men. We can't be saying that. It is our job to plan the dates. Now, I'm not saying she can't do nothing, but it shouldn't always be on the woman to do something, bro. Like, come on now. This, to me, was completely childish. And this and then the way he ended, young lady, I want a divorce. Young lady, how old is your wife? It's like, bro, like, put in the effort, get off the internet and stop complaining. Go reconcile with your wife. Go be there for your wife. Love your wife. Right? Sit down and have a conversation with her and tell her that this needs to change. Go to marriage counseling. There are so many steps that you could put in place. But to let, he said he hasn't had a wife for years. So how long were you willing to let it go by? Because it seemed like you were content in not trying to get to a place of passion and a spark, right? You don't ask her where she going. Why? Hey, babe, where you going? Why not? Maybe that's what she wants. Maybe that's what she needs. Maybe she wants you to sit down and ask her questions. Maybe she wants you to tag along sometime. Maybe she just used to you being a lazy man and not, you know, or a boring man and not planning anything, to where she's just like, okay, well, you know, all right. Don't let it get like that. But hey, the joy of the part where I want to say there's joy in this, because you can come back. This situation can't be revived, but it is up to you to make it revive. And men have more power in relationships than they think. You can set the tone, fam. You can get back to that place of love, fam. But you gotta want it. But he don't want it, because he talking about divorce. This was petty. Him getting on the internet crying about his wife, absolutely pathetic. As a grown man, not crying because he wasn't having like tears or nothing, but my God, just go work it out. Don't get a divorce. Ain't nothing in these streets, man. Ain't nothing in them dating streets, bro. I'm married, right? Been married for 3 years, and I understand that it is up to me to make it work mostly. Point blank, period. We can't run away from that. So get your butt in that house. Talk to your wife, have a sit down, love on her correctly, and say that you want to get back to that place of passion and put in the effort instead of just running to the quitting. I want to get a divorce. Okay. Yeah, this was childish, man. Make it work. Men need to learn how to make their relationships work, bro. Point blank, period.